Hello, my name's Oscar Roque, and I'm going to be partaking in ECT number 7, which is how to be able to flip a class for a culinary art class, which I teach. Part of my ECT 15, cohort 15 training was that I actually developed an Emoto class. I call it Emoto 101, which is designed for brand new teachers. And it's about a 3 hour class that encompasses everything they would need to basically start off on Emoto. Part of that class is I actually started what's called a sample class, which is sample class number B, and I included in my resources class a specific outline that shows you how to create or how I created this uh, course. The course basically is encompassed to new teachers. There's no specific date. They have all the time in the world. It helps them to understand how to flip their class, how to utilize it in their class, and it's broken down into about a 30-minute segment. Today's going to be a very simple segment, so you understand just a basic of how this works. Once my students open up to sample class number B, and they go into the folders, they'll realize that I put in a folder there that I use for culinary arts, which is quarter number 3, week 2. And what I do is, in flipping a class, what you basically do is you turn around, and what they used to do as homework, they do in class, and what they would normally do in class, they would do at home. So they will be able to watch all of these videos at home, write down any questions or concerns they have, and when we come into class, it is more of them doing the work. The work, for example, on this would be a quiz. The quiz would be based upon Gordon Ramsay's How to Cook Perfect Rice, which is this video that I show them here. It's only a 2-minute video. What I did is, by using Edpuzzle, I was able to actually change this simple video into a 3-question multi-choice quiz, just to show you how I'm doing a little bit more than our higher order thinking questions. My questions aren't just dealing with what's going on in the video, but I'm having my students actually sit there and go through a little bit higher process. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it forward.
Just rinse off the dust and the starch. Cold water, always.
Now the question there is, Gordon Ramsay tells my students that they have to add 400 grams of rice into the video. The higher order thinking here is that now they have to do physical mathematic calculations, or they have to research how much is 400 grams of rice. Is it 14 ounces, 12 ounces, or 16 ounces? If they just take a guess and they go, oh, it's going to be 16 ounces, and they submit it, it's going to tell them, oh, perfect, 14 ounces, you're correct. They're good to go, and they can continue. If they would have answered it incorrectly, it would have told them to rewatch the video, which is something that's very important. The good thing about this is that actually I include parts of things that they would do on an everyday or task solving problems. I really think that being able to flip the class allows you to show the students that there's another way of learning. They get to do this on their own, even though I do give them a time limit. Usually it'll be the entire class period, which is about 90 minutes. Uh, by doing this, I'm able to have them, instead of doing this homework at home, they'll actually do the research and actually do all the information while we're at class. This way, if there's a problem, how did you, Mr. Roque, get 14 ounces out of 400 grams? Or if they're asking questions regarding ratios, how did I get that ratio? Culinary is very specific because it encompasses a lot of different disciplines that we put it together. One of the hardest things for me to do here is, of course, just sitting down and doing demonstrations for them now because we're not in class. So this is where I turn around, and either they're doing social studies with the geography of spices, where they actually sit down.
Spices are the best part about eating food. They're what goes
And
into sauces, seasonings.
And what they'll be doing is they'll be watching this at home, looking at it with their specific information for differentiated learning. If they have to rewind it, go back, take their notes. Part of what they have to do is actually turn in a video summary report on these. I hope you realize that by using the flipping method, you can literally take any period that you have or any subject that you have, and all you're doing is just flipping the roles and giving the opportunity, or actually putting the emphasis on the student to learn. Thank you very much for joining me in this session, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Bye.